Alright, how's it folks, and welcome to the 30th episode, I think it is, of my Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. We're going to continue on with the main quest in this one, by having a chat with ye old buddy Sebastian, just outside some 2. Maybe learn the last dark art spell.
I thought my owl might pique your interest. Not sure what I did to deserve that.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
Let's try stealthy, and if that doesn't work, we'll go full combat.
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Oh, that's quite a way away. But we have to go through this camp by the looks of things.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus totalis.
Who is it?
Let's sneak around there. Take him all out all stealthy like. If we can.
Petrificus totalis.
Yeah, he almost spotted us. Can't take him out because it's locking on the auto-locking on picking up the Wiggenweld potion, and I can't pick up any more Wiggenweld potions.
Petrificus
There we go.
totalis. Revelio.
And I've already looted this Goblin Camp.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
Definitely gonna try the sneaky route.
Quick progress.
Sebastian is lagging a bit behind. Looks like we can get through without even going through the goblins. I like that clickety-clack sound from the Ashwanda eggs. It's a little satisfying. Okay, Overlook Mine. Search for the rune symbol. Oh, there's more of them up here.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Ooh, oh,
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
I know. Aha! There you are. I will make you pay. Ranrock won't be stopped. Put me down.
Trying to do the
Potato!
challenge. Okay, that didn't work. There we go.
Confringo!
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Let's go up here for the chest. And then, what's through here?
Confringo!
A collection
That ledge
chest
is awfully high. Any ideas?
with a dead goblin. So the spiders do go after them. That makes sense, simple.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
Okay. Why is it like that? Oh, there's a chest up here, that's all.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Before we go down there, let's check what's
Revelio!
worth picking up here and more chests. I quite like that jumping forward weird thing. Breaking more.
Smashing!
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio!
Is quite cavernous, this cave. Impressively so.
Confringo! Revelio!
Another chest. And looks like we got to repair that bridge. Always like getting to use this spell.
Reparo! Revelio!
Not missing anything down there by looks of things.
Confringo!
Oh, that was quick.
We've rid the world of another spider.
Revelio!
I shall sleep better tonight.
Another dead gobbo. It's just hanging there and there. Okay, let's keep moving
We're
on.
making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock all but declared war.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Confringo! Lumos!
Lumos.
Gotta pick up this chest. Trying to get all the collection pieces in one playthrough. Oh, and there's a legendary chest here. And someone stuck here.
Confringo!
Non-dead.
Lumos.
Definitely like Lumos as well. Very atmospheric. There we go.
Confringo. Revelio.
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised? We must remain unseen.
I want to see if I can't sneak up on them. Nope.
Feels like I've been at this for hours. Who's that? I won't rest.
Accio.
Potato.
Stupid.
You are postponing the inevitable.
Confringo.
Okay, let's put this for
Stupid.
the matriarch spider when it comes. There it
We're not
is.
finished yet. Descendo.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Descendo. Confringo. Descendo.
There we go. There is that thing.
Confringo. Confringo.
There we go. And I got the
cleared the
Julian
room.
seeds.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
I like that little bit of banter. Makes me wish there was a proper companion system in this game. Where you could journey with them, these people, other than just in
Confringo.
main missions. Would be quite nice.
Now, we can have a look around in peace. A rune
Revelio.
symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Okay, so there's one there, and another one up there.
Confringo.
Oh, there must be another one. Somewhere else?
I wouldn't be
Revelio.
surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Doesn't look like it's around there. Let me get there to where it's meant to go.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
See if there aren't more symbols around here somewhere. There's a bit of loot, but
Revelio.
yeah, that'd be odd. Unless that encounters have been hit. No, it did count.
These runes must be connected somehow. Try cast. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, so that one needed 2 casts for some odd reason. Well, we got through.
Revelio.
There's nothing else to pick up, so let's move on. Wow, this looks pretty cool. Isidora's journal entry 3 of 7. The world floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long had I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes. Empty. Empty of sorrow, yes, but also. I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish, but then everything started to turn. When I fell, I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it is not the Black Death. At least he is no longer in pain.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isidora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Is that a troll's hand holding up that glass case with the skulls in it?
Revelio.
Oh, wizards and witches aren't odd bunch.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
It's this glassing surface over here. Pretty sure we meant to another teleport thing through there. At first, let's have our chat.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isidora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isidora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isidora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now,
Revelio.
for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Right here. Yep. I knew it. Did make it kind of obvious though.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
Alright, let's put it in place.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Ignorant one calling out ignorance. He really is very single-minded, old Sebastian. Fix your cloak, man. You got it tucked in your pants a bit too much. Is this a howler?
Another detention! Another! And at your age! I thought you'd grown out of it, but I suppose that was wishful thinking. It's your father's fault. Believe me, we are going to have a serious talk when you get home, and you will not enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's do the side mission that we picked up right at the end of the last episode, where get that special Diricawl. All the way down here. Oh, we got a bit of a fly ahead of us. That's okay.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Did not mean to do that. Meant to hop on my broom. There's another camp down there. We're just gonna ignore. There's one up there. Another Merlin trial. And some balloons to pop. Where's its friends? Unless it's one's out there. Yeah, I'll go there just now. Okay, so there's two there and then underneath the bridge here. Next to another flue point. And I should probably pick up as well. And an astronomy table. Quite a lot of activities to do around here. And it looks like a flying platform up here as well. Does look beautiful though. Looks like there's more balloons out that way. So we can pick up another tower. Why can't I go in? Let's follow the butterflies first. Because they lead to a collection page, normally. Oh, there they are. Where are they taking me? We're going down here? Nope. Going behind the building? Oh, we're going up here. Here it is. In this flower patch. There we go. And then let's wait for night time to do this astronomy table, and then we can go pick up our fancy bird.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Okay, this is taking longer than I thought it would. I normally do these ones right quick. But it looks like it's the center one. There we go. Part there. There we go. Hydra. I was focusing on the wrong tail. Let's go look for our special bird now.
This must be the Diricawl den that Miss Moffett told me about. Now where is Gwyneira?
Levioso!
Alright, let's get our water there. Here we go.
Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffett know.
Do we really got to keep her? Let's just fast travel there. I want to keep this bird because that woman basically just wants the scent for its plumage, not to look after it.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, hello. Any luck finding Gwyneira?
Miss Moffett, I caught Gwyneira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
She was difficult to track down, but I managed in the end.
Believe me, I know. Well, may I have her now?
Oh, I can keep her.
Actually, I think she'll be safer with me.
But it was my idea to rescue her. I'm the one who fell in love with her beautiful plumage. Oh, the cheek. Now what shall I do? Without her feathers, I can't finish any of my fashion designs.
Yep, she was just gonna
Napper. I hope she picks your eyes out.
She was just gonna use that bird. Almost level 36. How many tomatoes in all gold tomato sauce? Let's sell off some of old outfits.
Hello, sir. Might you have some time to talk?
I have all the time in the world for a potential customer. How do you do? I'm Cromwell, Clifford Cromwell.
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes. What can I do for you?
Not going to discover the legendaries until I've leveled up so that it gets to my level, hopefully. And it's not like I'm searching for
Sure
gold
to
either.
visit again. Always brightens my day helping you young ones.
Oh, there's a chest I've missed here in this village. Where is it?
Revelio.
I've always said that travel.
Ah, it's over there.
broadens the mind.
Like square frame. Why would I want that? Okay, what's going on in Hogwarts? Oh, the next Summoner's Court is available. We'll ignore that for now. Let's speak to the person behind all those demiguise statues. And why he's actually planting them all over the place.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
So it was an act of revenge? Oh, the bullied becoming a bully? Kind of standard story. So let's go have a chat with Mr. Moon. So many stairs. Also, that always disappears when you come near them. They don't want to be spotted.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Well, at least that's over now. Is that the bloody Baron chasing Ravenclaw ghosts? Could well be. What's left in the quest log? So it's the main mission and then 2 treasure hunts. Alright. I think that this is a decent place to call this episode. And then we'll continue on from here the next one with the next main mission and maybe another side mission or 2. Hope you all have a great day, guys.
Consider carrying a protection charm.
And cheers for now.